Khudamul Ahmadiyya Zindabad. We are the soldiers of Islam. We live to protect Islam. Oh.
Speech, you said that making money is not a crime.
No.
But making it in an illegitimate way is a crime. However, sir, the youth, some youth are of the opinion that it is difficult to make money in a legitimate way, especially in Nigerian situation. So what can you say to that, sir?
I think it is a belief that Shaitan, coined and put in the mind of the youth. If the youth are ready to follow the right procedure with the assistance of Allah, they will make it more than those who are even vying in an evil way. They will make it very conveniently. This is my belief. And if I look at it, of the bounty and masses of Allah, only very few youths sit down really to tap into it. Because as we know, if you ask any one of the youth that what do you think about the mercy of Allah, he will tell you it's endless, isn't it? But how do you get that mercy of Allah that you will get without an evil way? That is the question. So to sit down and then do the necessary prayers to get those things, we don't do. That's number one. Number two is that we need to follow the right procedure to getting it with the assistance of Allah, and we will get it. For instance, in business, some people will say, okay, if you don't bribe somebody, you will not be given, contract, or you will not be done. The world has moved away from that. If you go and look at some of us who are in business, we don't bribe, we don't give, we don't take, and we are doing our business. And even the people we are competing with in the industry where we operate, our market share is about 60%, whereas we have other competitors. So who is giving it to us? There are some of us who say, no, okay, that job, leave it. Because we believe that it's Allah that gives, and He's giving. So the fundamental thing I see is missing is the faith in Allah to do it, and He will do it. If there are certain specific areas somebody is having challenges on, you just need to pray over it, and inshallah, Allah will remove it. If you go by way of technology nowadays, for instance, e-commerce, do you need to bribe anybody? But it's a long route to getting there. Let me also emphasize that the reason youth are having challenges is that they want a shortcut to resources. It doesn't work out that way. Some of us, before we started business, I spent 19 years to gather connection, using education, using experience, using exposure, then using connections in several, so that people know you. If they want results, they will come to you. That's how you get clients without paying anybody. They will come directly to you. And they know you don't give, you don't take before they come to you. They will come. And so those who come knows that, look, you will get your job. It's either you get your job or you get your money. It's either of the two. But it takes years before you build reputation. You don't come out of school and say, even law school, and you say you want to go and open a law office. You don't have experience, you don't have exposure, you don't have the right connection to people in the industry, in various seminars like this, where you know people. Automatically, when you are made, then the resources will flow in. So I would advise the youth to follow the right procedures. There is no need to beg anybody other than Allah, and the resources will be coming, inshallah.
In your speech, you recommend some prayers for us when you delivered yesterday.
Yes.
How often do you think we should reinforce this into the mind of our youth to continue with these prayers?
They should be doing, that prayer, and that is where the secret is. That is where the secret is. Because for me, it's about prayers. The youth need to understand that our physical achievement is supported by spiritual powers. There is no doubt about it. If you don't have that spiritual power, it's going to be difficult. And what is the spiritual power we are talking about? God to be with you. In Allah. So if Allah is with you, nobody will be doing some other things that is lesser than the power of Allah. So it will not. So it will come to you. So if you sit down and then you recite that prayer, like the one I gave, that when you sit down and you are reciting that prayers, I have belief in it. We've done a lot of competition with people with international capabilities. I do tell people, they said, oh, they've gone to meet the chairman of the company we did, presentation to recently. I said, don't worry. They have met the chairman of the company, but we have met God. Because we don't have access to the chairman, but we have access to at least the lower people here who will do presentation to them. At the end of the day, they will come out in papers that this Oyinbo has met the chairman of that company. At the end of the day, the contract will be awarded to us. So I have a lot of experience to share with the youth so that they can move fast, in the right way. But what I discover is a lot of youth, they don't want to spend time, even on these prayers, sitting down reciting as very simple as Alhamdulillah, 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 Alhamdulillah. Reciting this so many times, you'll be getting more blessings of Allah with the right nature that Allah will do it. So those prayers I have recommended, they are coming from experience. So may Allah continue to bless you, our youth. I want a lot of you to be very resourceful so that we can spend it in the way of Islam. So that's our target. Inshallah. Barakallah.